And I'm Craig.
And today, oh, Craig, we're doing something super fun. Today, we are going to try our hand at baking together.
Yes, we are. We've got, you picked a rainbow bundt cake from, is it the My Little Pony cookbook?
It is. It's the My Little Pony cookbook, and I'm super excited. And my kids are super excited that they're going to get to eat this too, because we don't usually just have cake in the house. So they're super excited that they get to just have cake for no reason today.
Yeah, a cake for no reason is always the best kind of cake.
It is. Well, the other kind of cake for no reason is usually the best kind of cake.
Well, yes.
That's true. So we'll see how this goes. So the first thing it says that we need to do is combine all of our cake ingredients and mix with a mixer until combined.
To preheat your oven to 350.
Oh my God, I did not preheat my oven to 350. Thank you. But I have a super fast oven. How was your oven? Is it slow or fast?
The oven,
Yeah.
I've forgotten because I don't use, so for listeners at home, if you keep this in the podcast, I'm in my mom's kitchen. So I've used this oven many times before, but it's not my normal one. So I don't know.
Oh man, because I find like different ovens cook differently, don't you?
Oh yeah. Like this oven cooks better than my oven, which is why we sometimes bake cakes over here, but it's more John does the baking, weirdly, not me.
Yeah, I know it is weird that John does baking because you do all of the other cooking and stuff. And
Mhm.
like the preserving and the jarring and all the words that I don't know. Okay, so we're dumping in the cake mix, and then we have instant pudding vanilla mix, which I find that this smells so good. Don't you like the way that vanilla pudding smells? No?
Well, I haven't
Smell it.
opened it yet, and I don't remember the last time I smelled it, so
Well, it
I
smells really
have
good.
to step behind you.
Well, it smells really good. And then okay, so but I have to ask you this question. It says we need sour cream, which obviously I bought. But why do we need sour cream when we're baking a cake? Because I've never heard of that, Craig. Have you?
Uh, Other than like a sour cream cake, I've not put sour cream in cakes. I've put sour cream in cookies before.
I wonder what it
Maybe
does though.
some
Like,
the science behind baking and why you use sour
yeah,
cream, but I do not.
I'm curious what it does for it. I'm gonna have to look it up when we get off. I'm gonna have to look and see. 1 cup
Oh,
of full fat sour cream.
I smell the vanilla pudding mix now. It does smell good.
It's nice, right? Yeah, I really think it has like a really nice smell. All right, so then we need 1 cup of full fat sour cream, which also I'm gonna point this out. Measuring sour cream, I feel like is really difficult.
It is, yeah. It kind of gets messy.
Yeah, well, and then like, isn't there a chance I'm gonna use like too much or too little when I'm putting it in here? Because like it's not really like even, like it doesn't, you know what I mean? It's not like a liquid that I can measure it to the top. Like I gotta like squish it all in,
Yeah,
you know? Unless you have some other like better way to do it, because I'm just gonna scoop it out with a spoon and plop it in.
that's all I'm doing.
Yeah, well, we'll see how it goes. So I'm curious. I wonder if it makes it like more moist if you're using sour cream. Not really sure.
That would probably make sense. Now as I'm scooping the sour cream into the 1 cup measure, I realized I could have just dumped the whole carton in the cake mix because it is a 1 cup container.
Oh, well, see, that would have made sense if I bought a 1 cup one because mine is not. Mine has, oh, mine says it's 1 pound. 1 pound? Isn't that? It says it's a pound, but it doesn't look that big. I don't know, Craig. This looks like too much sour cream. I don't know about this. I'm not too sure.
Trust the
We'll see.
process.
We'll see how it goes. It just looks like a lot. I don't know. It's fine. And this is, oh, what kind of cake mix did you buy, by the way? Mine is white. I told you I bought just a plain white one. What did you buy?
Betty Crocker's super moist white.
Oh, that's what I got. It's the same thing, right? This one?
Like, yes, but mine has French on it.
Oh, you bought a French white one.
Well, in Canada,
Oh,
everything has both
oh, you mean
languages, so
it's in
white
French.
blanc.
Oh, it's the same one then. Okay,
Yeah,
cool. That's
but I
funny.
guess there's no, I guess since super moist must be like a trademark, they didn't translate that. But cake mix or mélange à gâteau. My French
Nice.
accent is terrible, but I did win the French award in grade 12. But that wasn't hard because there were only 4 people in the class.
That's true. I know. You know what? I think I remember this story. You told me this because I was super impressed, and then you said there were only 4 kids in the class. Because you got like a dictionary or something, right? Didn't you win like a dictionary?
Yeah, a giant French English dictionary, which I have
Yeah.
used a couple times. So it's
Yeah.
kind of neat.
Yeah. Okay, and then we need a cup of vegetable oil. Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? I had to wait, where is the vegetable oil? There it is. Um, do you know what I really love though? I love this My Little Pony cookbook. Seriously. You know, we're talking about you doing some cookbooks, right? This year or next year. Are they on our list for this year or next year, your cookbooks?
I was thinking next year, but I might start this year because I think I could already do my homemade wine cookbook.
Well, yeah, I saw what you have for it. I
Looks
think you
sounds
have
weird
enough
when
for
it's
that.
wine. There's no cooking.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you have enough for the wine based on the stuff that you showed me. I think there's enough there for that. But
Yeah.
I love this cookbook and like, sorry, I'm also measuring and talking. So if I stop, that's because I can't focus. Um, but I love this cookbook because it's so pretty. And I find that cookbooks are one of the type of books that I really love to get because I love all the bright pictures and all the pretty stuff.
I like cookbooks too. However, I do tend to get most of my recipes from the internet. I
Yeah,
find cookbooks especially helpful if it's on a very specific theme. So I have one on like 100 chocolate chip cookie recipes. I have another
yeah,
on like homemade ciders. And like some of
oh,
these things are hard to find on the internet. Like if you really search and you know what you're looking for, you can find it. But if you don't know specifically, but you know the category, sometimes a cookbook is better.
yeah. I just like all the pretty pictures, but like for us, I know that we use Pinterest a lot, and I do love Pinterest for finding new recipes. I find that I get most of my recipes from Pinterest.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I do love this cookbook because it's so pretty. I don't know. All the colors are so nice. And it's easier to oh, you know what I have to do is break eggs now. Now I need 4 eggs. I
Yeah, that's
suck
the
at
stuff I'm
cracking
on. I
eggs.
dropped the whole egg in my cake mix.
No, no. I was just gonna say, I never crack the eggs like in the actual bowl. I usually put them in a separate bowl so that that doesn't happen. Do you just crack it right into the bowl with the cake mix?
I used to, but now I tap it on the counter to crack it. Uh,
Uh-huh.
and then I just kind of pry it open over the bowl. So
Oh,
it's
okay, no. What, you gotta fish it out now. You're gonna have to get that out of there. Did you get a lot of shell in there too?
like I dropped a whole half shell in, so like I just pulled the whole thing out.
Oh, okay. It wasn't like pieces or anything.
No,
I
I think
thought
I
you
have a
like,
bigger bowl. I didn't have a big enough bowl. Because if I
oh,
mix
okay.
it, it's gonna flop all over the place.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my hand mixer instead of that stand mixer because I have the big stand mixer, but I find that the hand mixer just works better.
Mhm.
Even though they die all the time. I think we talked about that. You said you guys have been through
Yeah,
a few hand mixers too, right?
yeah, and like I don't get much use out of them because they seem to die every like 3 or 4 uses. Because we don't use
Yeah,
it that often, but we seem to replace it every couple years.
yeah. Hey, my eggs are in. I did it. And then half a cup of warm water. Okay, but why? See, this is the problem, right? Okay, I'm gonna challenge these ingredients right now. This is my problem, and we're gonna make sure that when you do your recipes, everything is super, super clear.
Yes.
Okay, because the instructions say combine all cake ingredients and mix with a mixer until combined. Okay. But the first instruction says combine all cake ingredients. Now, if we look at the cake ingredients, right? It has the
I
vanilla cake mix, the vanilla pudding, the sour cream, the vegetable oil, the eggs, half a cup of warm water, and then it says in food coloring. Well, I'm not going to put the food coloring in here, right? So then
Yeah.
why does it say that? What if I just put all the food coloring in here right now? The whole cake would be ruined.
Yeah, and it's one of those things. It's fine to write directions like that if it's like a recipe for an experienced baker, but I have a feeling that the My Little Pony cookbook, even though we are adults, it's probably targeting kids.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, cause if I let my daughters do this, they would have been like, no, we need to put the food count. Well, I mean, I'm looking at it. I only know we don't need to because I'm using, like common sense, but I mean, it
Mhm.
does say to put all the cake ingredients in and that's like listed under cake, so I don't know. Are you ready to mix yet or no? Oh, wait, hold on a minute. So then it
Um,
says, oh
I
no, it
have
says,
trouble with my mom's measuring cups because the labels have worn off all of them, so I have no
are
idea
they
what
on
the
the back? Are
and
they on the
no,
back?
like she can look at it and say, oh, that's a half cup or that's a quarter cup. I can't do that. I'm pretty sure this is a half cup, but I have to dig around till I find one that says half cup.
So mine has that too. But like on the top, because on the top, like here, it says 1/2 a cup, but also it says it on the back here. And I
Oh,
never
not
knew
on
it.
these ones.
Oh, shoot.
But I did buy her new measuring cups for
Oh,
Christmas
I
at
like
home.
those. Those are nice.
Yeah.
Those are pretty. Yeah, mine wear off a lot, but these are like in grit and I don't want to like if I say they sound engraved, they sound fancy. They're not fancy or anything. I mean, but it's in there.
You
Okay,
and
and
your
then it
rich people
says
measuring cups.
my rich people, yes. Me and the rich people here, yes. Somebody asked me why we weren't doing a Patreon or something for the podcast. And I was
Mhm.
like, why would we do Patreon for the podcast? And they were like, well, because don't you guys want to like make money? And I was like, I don't want to see how many people don't want to listen to us. Like, because then like I'm like asking for money, like because for us, we're just doing this for fun. And like if we help people, then great. And if people want to listen to us make cake, then great. But we also just want to make a cake. So
Mhm.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And also Patreon can be, sorry, I'm looking for my mom's, I think that goes in there. Patreon can also be like a bit demoralizing because with my previous podcast, I had a Patreon and I was the only patron. Um,
Oh, I would have patroned you. I would
but I know
have.
people listen to it because I still
Yeah,
have people telling me how much they enjoyed it. So like I did
yeah,
reach an audience, I did do what I set out to do, but trying to set it up as something that people pay for, I don't know, it sort of takes the fun out of it. I can see why.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
if podcasting is going to become sort of like your career, of course you want to
yeah,
monetize it, but it
yeah.
wasn't something that felt right for me.
Yeah, well, it doesn't feel right for us either, like now, because I just don't want to. Like I enjoy doing this, and if we have however many listeners, that's fine. I mean, that's why we turned the reviews and stuff off on all the social channels because I don't really want to know how many people are listening because we have so much fun doing it. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? I'm not looking to be demoralized, to be honest. So, and yeah, I wouldn't want to be our only Patreons. That would make me feel bad. So, okay. So
All right,
we
I
need
need to make
to
sure this works.
go.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear it. I wonder if you can hear. No, can you? No, it's so quiet. Why can't I hear it? Hold on. Let's see if you can hear mine.
No?
We have good microphones. That's crazy. I thought we were going to have to stop recording when we did these. Okay, listen, there's a chance that all these ingredients go flying everywhere because this bowl is not that deep. So, and my husband specifically told me to put my apron on, and I did not put my apron on. He was like, put your apron on. I'm like, no, I'm not going to put my apron on while I'm on here. But my entire kitchen may be covered in egg very soon.
And that's why
Okay,
I do this at my mom's house and not my house.
yeah. So here's the question, right? This says do not overmix. And I've always had a problem with this because I know that the more you mix it, it can make the cake like more dense. I believe that's what I was taught. And I don't know when the appropriate time to stop is. Like, who's to say?
Yeah. Like this is one of those cases where as much baking as I've done over the years, I would not be able to tell you when is the appropriate time.
See, me neither. And I bake all the time.
All right, if we don't want to overmix, I think I might be done.
I'm not done. Mine has like all kinds of eggs on the bottom. I could see it.
Oh, yeah, I
I'm
think
gonna,
I'm pretty well throughout. We're not
well,
supposed to lick the beaters, but I'm gonna lick the beaters.
I know, of course you are, because that's what normal people do is we lick the beaters. I was gonna ask you, like while I was mixing, I was gonna ask you if you guys did that when you were little, because I grew up with, I think
Not just
I
when
don't
I was
know.
little, it never stopped.
Yeah, no, who would stop? Because it's delicious. And then there's the warning that like you're gonna die. And I'm like, well, I would have died already if that was the truth. Um, but I had, you know, three brothers and one sister. And so we would always like whoever was baking with my mom would get to lick one beater and then, you know, some other kid would get to lick the other one. And then another one would like lick the stuff out of the bowl. Like, what was our life that was like what we did? Like I couldn't like I was so excited just to like look at a beater or something. Craig can't talk because he's actually licking the beaters for sure.
Yeah, it's very tasty.
I try it. Oh yeah, it is. But you know what? Is yours kind of grainy? Or
No, I
no?
didn't detect any graininess.
Okay, well then mine's not good. Why is mine? Okay, hold on. Yeah, mine was had like a little bit of a crunch or something still.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I did get some now on some places that cake batter is not supposed to go. So,
Okay.
but that's okay. We can clean it up. Little bit like on my shirt and stuff. So that's okay. It's not, my husband's gonna come out and be like, I told you to put your apron on. I am the messiest cook ever. Are you a messy cook or no?
No, I tend to be all right. John is messy.
Yeah.
When he cooks in the kitchen, like you can tell he's cooked in the kitchen, but to be fair, he does all the cleaning, so he can make as much of a mess as he wants.
I got ya. No, I've seen people that cook like that. Okay, here's my problem. Oh, that's for the glaze. Okay, all right. So then we have the cake mix, so we're all mixed up, which and it tastes delicious, by the way.
Mhm.
Mm, we're supposed to divide the cake batter evenly between 6 bowls, which
Yes.
was crazy, which we talked about before we started recording that we need 6 bowls. So let's see. So we are going to, hold on, Craig, I can't read all of a sudden. All right, divide cake batter evenly between 6 bowls. For each bowl, add 1 to 2 drops. Oh, you know what? That's what I was gonna ask you. Did you buy food coloring like the drops or did you buy gels? Because I bought both.
So my mom has food coloring here.
What does
I'm
she
pretty
have?
sure these are from when I was a teenager. So these are
Oh,
probably for 20 years old. They seem to be fine. We opened them yesterday.
okay.
They're fully liquid. They don't seem to have separated. They seem to be okay.
Nice. Yeah.
But yeah,
So
there's no
let's talk
date
about
on the
this.
ball.
We both have neon and we have regular colors. So should we do the neons?
What colors are
What should
in?
we? I don't know. I have purple, orange, green, and pink, and then I have blue, green, yellow, and red.
I think our neons are a bit different. Keep in mind, this is neon from 30 years ago. Looks like a neon green, neon blue, neon pink. I guess that's purple. So I guess that's same
Okay.
as what you said.
Okay. So it says we need red. So I have red in this one. So let me put red over here. Yeah, because these are the neon ones that I have are gel colors and then the other ones are liquid. So
Okay.
we need, yeah, so we need red for one. It would be good if I could like follow what I was doing at the same time, and for some reason I can't. Red,
Mhm.
orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue. Oh, but I want pink
Red,
and
orange,
purple.
yellow, green,
Well,
blue, and purple is red and blue.
okay, but here's my question. It says red, but that looks like pink. I think I'm gonna replace my red with pink.
Okay. I'm probably gonna stick pretty close to the colors here. Um,
But look at the picture that I sent you. Doesn't that look pink? That doesn't look red to me.
I have to pull it up on my phone. One sec.
It doesn't look red. It looks
Yeah,
pink.
that does look kind of reddish, or sorry, pinkish.
So should I use the pink or the red? Just use the red, you think?
Well, I know your favorite color is pink, so I would suggest you do pink.
Okay, I'll try pink. Thank you. Well, your
I'm a
favorite
rule
color's in here
follower. I'm gonna
blue.
do what the recipe says.
Okay, well, I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna do pink. Did I do green? Yeah, I have green here. Okay. So I kind of mix. Some of these are the neon ones and some of these are the regular colors. So we'll see how that ends up looking.
Okay.
So we got those in there. So we need to add, oh, I did not do that.
Yeah, I need to divide the batter first.
Wait. Hold on. Oh yeah, I skipped this step. Oh my God. I skipped. So wait, what's the best way to divide this, you think, between the bowls? You think you like using like a ladle? I wonder if a ladle would be, yeah, see how smart you are? That's what I was thinking.
I'm just gonna start with
Ladle.
per bowl and then see how much is left. This is
Well,
most
depending
thick.
on how many scoops you use, tell me, because then maybe I'll use the same scoops, because I'm terrible at dividing stuff like that. Like I needed to tell me, like, do 2 scoops of a ladle, that's the size of your fist or something. My God. All right, so let's see. This really is thick. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, it
Yeah.
won't, like, it's sticking. Is yours pretty?
Probably how the colors stay mostly separate when we layer the batter.
Yeah.
Really liquidy, it would probably just mix.
Yeah, you're probably right. Okay, but I think I already put too much in one bowl. But the smarter thing would probably be to do like 1 scoop in each bowl. That would probably be smarter, right?
Yeah, I'm starting with 1 scoop per bowl.
Yeah,
And then I'll divide it up.
that's what I should have done. Okay, well, 1 bowl has 2 scoops, but the rest have 1. So that will be the pink layer, I think, if I don't go back. The pink one will just be the biggest one.
Yeah.
That's what I think for sure. It's like 50 degrees here, by the way, today, but it's sunny. Is it warm by you? I know it's been getting warm. You said warmer every day or something there.
Yeah, so we're still above 0. So for Americans, that's above 32.
Which is still cold.
Just above freezing, but this time of year, it's usually considerably colder.
Yeah.
But next week, we're gonna be back below 0. I'm just gonna lick the ladle off screen.
Such a considerate bestie, not licking the ladle in front of your friend. So nice. That's her Cali and Craig After Dark, I think, episodes. Craig licks the ladle. No. Craig laughed, okay? You can't hear him. For anyone who can't hear, he did laugh. I'm not sexually harassing my best friend. He did laugh.
Okay, as much as I want to lick the spatula, I won't.
Why?
'Cause I'm gonna use it when I scrape it out of these little bowls.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So I got like basically 1.5 scoops in each bowl.
Okay, yeah, I had like 1 scoop and slightly more. My scoop might be bigger than yours.
Yeah, like like it was basically like a half, I think. Okay, well, if we both end up in the hospital, it's because we're licking all the cake batter off. Sorry. It tastes really good though. All right,
Thank God
so
healthcare is free in Canada.
what?
Thank God healthcare is free in Canada. So if I get salmonella, I'm all
Okay,
right.
well, it's not free in America, buddy. All right, we need 1 to 2. I'm gonna do 2 drops. It says 1 to 2. I'm gonna do 2.
Yeah, I'm doing 2 because for the colors where I have to mix, then it's easier to mix.
1, 2. But the gel is kind of weird, so I just did like some squeezes in there.
Mhm.
We'll see how it goes. I don't really know. 1 and 2. Gel food coloring seems weird to me though.
I have never used it before. I've only seen it on cooking videos online.
Oh shit. So it was supposed to be 2 drops and the yellow layer is gonna be pretty strong, I think.
Right? That's the vibrant.
Yeah, well, I
Sounds
went
good.
from the gel where I was squeezing to this where I like just tapped it and it went like
Oh
like
yeah.
all over. Yeah, so it was just a little different. 1, 2. Okay, so that's 2. And then I have purple, which the purple I'm gonna put extra in too, so because that's a gel one. Okay, and then what are we supposed to do? Add
Then
the
mix.
food mix. Yeah.
My orange looks pink rather than orange.
Okay, well, it's because it's 30 years old. So just maybe add some more.
I'm gonna add an
No?
extra yellow because that should balance it out.
Okay, so as I thought, the yellow is very yellow. And I don't have my kitchen light on behind me. Oh, hey, you see, that's the light I was telling you about. So see how I said I wanted to have the rack that hangs?
Oh, yeah.
But I can't because I have that hangs there. But I would like to have one of those like cool like bistro racks that hangs above it, like above the bar, but there's not really room because of that. Okay, so that one looks good. You know what I neglected to do was to get 6 spoons to mix with,
Oh, yeah.
or 5, which I need. How are the rest of your colors looking? Hmm?
I'm sorry, I
How
didn't
are the
catch it.
rest? That's okay. How are the rest of your colors looking?
Well, I'm just on the second one now, red, which looks reddish. I think
Yeah,
the color might change a bit as it bakes.
but see, I don't want it to, do you think it will get darker or lighter? Because I don't want it to get any lighter. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I hope it gets darker.
I'm not
Like
really
my
sure.
red looks like Starburst strawberry, that sort of pink.
Ooh, yeah. I have not eaten a Starburst in so long. Have you, do you like, I know you love those sweet candies. Do you like Starburst?
I do, yes, I like them quite a bit.
I only like the pink ones. Are you surprised by that?
Not really, no, no. See, pink sorts seems to be like your whole personality sometimes.
That's true. What color is your favorite one?
Pardon me?
Not your favorite color. What is your favorite color Starburst candy to eat? Like, what's your favorite flavor?
Um, it might actually be pink. Um,
Oh, it's delicious.
although sometimes with Halloween candy you get different flavors.
Yeah.
Like you might be able to buy them as a package, but I've never seen them. And there's a tropical punch flavor that I quite like.
Is it red?
It's sort of like magenta. So it's like
Ooh.
red, but very pink at the same time. But
Okay,
it has
that's
a
like
nice
my
candy to it.
nice. Oh, and you know what we just bought from the store too? Because I really only drink water like all the time. It's really like the coffee and water. But they had this new brand of sparkling water. I'll have to let you know, but it's supposed to give me energy, even though it's just a sparkling water. So we'll see how that
Okay.
goes. I gotta see what the name of it was and let you know. We'll see. But I don't know that I've had many sparkling waters. Have you had sparkling water before?
Yeah, I like them sometimes. I don't really care for flavored sparkling water. I tend to
Yeah.
just have regular sparkling water.
What the hell would wait, what would regular sparkling water taste like? Would just be like, I don't want, like a fizzy water?
Yeah,
Like with no flavor?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, see, I don't know about that. Now that feels weird. My blue does not look blue.
Yeah, I'm gonna trust the process and believe that it changes as it bakes.
I am not gonna trust the process and I'm gonna add some more blue. So this will be good. So see, we'll see what happens when Craig follows directions and Callie does not.
Hmm.
And I'm sure that mine will not look great. I wonder, I feel like I'm trying to think of our personalities, if that's indicative of the way that we work, but it's really not. I feel like we both follow the rules at the same time. I don't
Hmm.
think one of us really convinces the other one to do anything wrong. No,
No.
I don't feel like one of us is a bad influence on the other. I was just thinking about that. I'm like, does one of us tell the other one to do bad stuff? And I'm like, no, I don't think so. I keep seeing all these videos about horoscopes. I was telling you that the other day on TikTok.
Hmm.
Um, and I don't know the sign for March. What is your sign for March?
Pisces.
A Pisces. Okay. Yeah. So I'm a Gemini and I keep seeing all these Gemini videos and they make me feel bad about myself. And then when I see them, I'm like, oh yeah, I do that a little bit. But I don't generally break rules a lot.
Mhm.
I'm not like a total rule breaker. Okay, my blue looks terrible. I added so much blue and it does not look blue, Craig.
Yeah, my blue looks greenish.
Yes, so does mine. Why does it look
Greener
that
than the
way?
green.
Yeah, that's how mine looks. I don't understand why mine looks that way.
Trust the process.
Greg, I'm not gonna trust. I have trust issues. I'm not gonna trust the process. I can't trust, you know, I can't trust people who made this because they already led me astray with the directions right from the beginning. Okay, my purple looks gray.
Yeah, it looks great as well. Trust the process.
Great.
But on the subject of breaking rules, I had an idea. Next episode, Cali and
Mhm.
Craig rob a bank.
You know what? Um, I think that might be more exciting than what we had planned. You know, it could be. But we did have some fun this week with writing when we both got a little tipsy.
Mhm.
What was the thing that what was that called that we did? It was the was it Hemingway? Is that what you said?
Oh yeah, Hemingway method. So you write drunk, edit sober.
Yeah, so Craig and I wouldn't say we were completely drunk though. We just drank a little bit. We didn't drink
We
that
were a
much.
little thing.
We were a little tipsy when we did our writing sprints, but writing sprints are so important. I really love that we have our writing sprints every week. Because at least I know, like, no matter how busy we get, at least we're writing like a little bit, you know?
Oh, I agree. Yeah. Because
Yeah, I have not, go ahead, I'm sorry.
it's so easy to not. Because I go, if we didn't have our weekly writing sprints, like I can go weeks without writing.
I know, and now that we start our writing sprints, you at least are writing once a week, you know, with
Yep.
me, because we haven't missed any writing sprints, and if we miss them, then we reschedule them, because I just think that it's so important, you know, like, I love the craft of writing, and I love when I do it, I just don't make time for it anymore, so it's nice that we're doing it once a week. How many weeks have we been doing that? We've been doing this for a while now, right? Like 2 months,
Maybe
maybe?
like 6 or 7. Like it's
Yeah, so like
been
almost two
almost 2 months.
months. Yeah, all right, well, that makes me happy. Okay, so I bought this nonstick cooking spray, this baking made with flour. Do you have this?
Uh, I use just Pam Original.
Okay, let me tell you something. This flour one smells like cake.
Oh.
So if you're ever baking like something like with a cake, because it's pan baking made with flour, I have no idea why this smells so good, but it smells like cake. Like
Hmm.
legit. Yeah, it smells really good. And for my bundt pan, I am using my late mother's old Northland aluminum products bundt pan, which feels like, honest to God, Craig, I think this thing weighs like 5 pounds. Like it's
Mhm.
very heavy, like it's old school heavy metal pan. And you're using what? Yours is a nonstick one too, right?
It's a
Or no?
nonstick one. It's not as old, but yours with it being that heavy, would it work as a weapon for the robbing a bank episode?
My God, you know what? Now we have the weapon. Yeah, you know, I don't know. We'll think about it, I guess. I just said that one of us didn't convince the other one to do a bad thing, but we did. Oh my God, I'm not gonna do it. No, I'm not gonna talk about this person again on this episode. We're not going to. No. But we are thinking of having an episode where we do drink on air, and we're
Mhm.
super excited about that. That will be fun. I think we could get down with that.
Yeah, that'll be fun. We won't get too out of hand. So if alcohol is a trigger for any listeners, like you can skip the episode or just listen to your comfort level.
Yeah, we'll let you guys know what we're gonna do. But I think that we're going to, all right, I'm gonna spray my pan, I think. I think I love the way it smells. But you know what I wanted to know is no one has ever showed me like the appropriate amount to spray in a pan. So like, you know,
Yeah.
like when you spray it, like I don't really know if I'm spraying too much or not spraying enough. I just spray it. But I have never seen a video of someone spraying it and telling me like the proper way to do it, you know? So it's like spraying it everywhere, especially because it smells good.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we spray it and then starting with the red batter. Why don't I have red batter? Oh, because I use pink. I don't even have it. All right, this is where I'm gonna screw up for anyone who's listening. Starting with the red batter, spoon cake batter into the bottom of the pan. The cake batter should go around the bottom of the pan in a complete circle. Oh my God, there's no way this is gonna turn out. Okay, so. Craig, but my problem is like, are you doing it like from the center of the pan, or are you just going like around? Like, should
I
I be
started
like
doing
hugging? Go ahead.
We're just going around because it's so thick that it doesn't spread on its own.
Yeah. This doesn't, okay, I don't know about this.
And this barely makes its way around.
Mine is like not really making its way around, to be honest. Like it's
So this
around.
one spread a bit, but I think after, with the ones after, we can't really spread them because that risks
Yeah.
holes.
Well, this kind of sucks because the pink one is the one I wanted the most, and this one is the one that's on the bottom. And I feel like this one is gonna be the worst layer. But yeah, it's mine for anyone that makes this, it doesn't look like it's really layering super well. I mean, cause yeah, the next ones we can't mix because we'll mix the colors up,
Mhm.
right?
Might try gently spreading it, we'll see.
Okay. Um, so let's see. Carefully spoon the orange cake batter into pan, placing it directly on the red cake batter. Once again, making it sure it goes completely around the red cake batter. Try not to mix the different colored cake batters. Simply spoon one on top of the other. Okay. Well, it says simply, so that means it's easy, Craig.
I'm sure that's what that means.
It says it's easy,
It'll
so
look
it
good.
must be. How is yours layering? Because mine is not.
Uh, I mean, I've got a ring of orange around, but it's not reaching the
Oh
edge.
God. Okay. Mine does not. This is not. It's just kind of globs on there.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do that. This was a little bit of a departure from our normal episodes where we're talking about the other kind of cake.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of fun to do something different, I think. I like switching it up. We'll see. If our cakes turn out like a disaster, maybe we'll start a new trend, cooking with Cali and Craig, where Cali screws everything up. Cook like Cali and just screw everything up. How about that? All right, let's see. Next is yellow, then green, then blue. What color are you on?
Just finishing off orange and taking another spoon to scrape off the spoon I was using.
Oh, well, that's resourceful of you. I have 6 different spoons.
Also, like I said, I'm at my mom's house, so if I dirty 6 bowls and 12 spoons,
Oh, you're gonna have to
my
clean it.
responsibility.
Oh, see how well your mom raised you? Yeah, ask her if she wants to come here and help me with my kids. She could do that. I'll pay for her plane ticket if she wants to come here and help me with
No,
my own.
before we get complaints to the podcast, I
What?
do load the dishwasher and I clean the counter.
What are you talking about? At home? Or are you talking about at your mom's?
Oh, at my mom's.
Oh, you
Like
just
if I'm
said
messing up her kitchen, I do try to clean it up before I leave.
you just said that you take responsibility for cleaning it. Why would anyone complain about it? You just said if I'm at my mom's, it's my responsibility to clean.
Oh,
Don't
I
say
guess so. I guess
anything.
I wasn't listening to what I was saying.
Yeah, you didn't hear what you said. What you said was, if I make a mess, I'm gonna have to clean it up. And I said, look how well your mom raised you. If she wants to come help me with my kids, then she's welcome to. Silly. Of course you're gonna clean up. Now at home, I don't think you should have to clean up. I think John should have to clean up.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what just happened though. I'm using those the wireless earbuds. I cannot tell you how close that thing just came to falling in the cake. It fell on the floor, but it hit the outside of the bowl of the cake, like the outside pan of the cake, and fell on the ground.
Oh,
So I almost had to fish this like $100 earbud out of the cake. That would have been really
mhm.
fun. Yeah, almost happened, but it didn't. Okay. Hey, the yellow looked okay for me. I must have used more in that one, maybe.
Yeah, it seems all right.
Green, blue, and purple. Okay, green was the one that, I think this is green. I think this is, yeah, yellow. I don't even, wait, what the hell? Wait, hold on. So I did yellow and then green, blue, and purple. Okay. I'm confused which one is green and which one is blue because neither one looks that color.
Oh, for me, the green looked like a McDonald's Shamrock shake, and
Oh,
the
I see
blue
it.
looked
Yeah.
like,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, I see it. I see it. I see it. My God, I love Shamrock shakes, by the way. I have not had one in like 2 years. They're really good though.
I've never actually had one because I don't care
What?
for
mint? Is that what you said?
milkshakes. I also don't care for mint. I like mint tea, and I like mints, but anything mint and anything else, I don't care for.
Oh man. Yeah, I do like mint. I actually like, I'm usually like munching. I don't know if there's like any like bad side effects that could come from it, but I'm generally like eating Altoids all the time. Like,
Mhm.
cause I just like the taste of them. Well, plus I like having fresh breath all the time, so. All right, so there's that one. I have no idea how this is gonna work out. I'm being honest with you. This does not, and mine kind of looks like a pretty sherbet though.
It does, yeah.
I'm gonna take a picture of it right now at this stage before I put the other colors in. And then see how it goes. 04. Oh my God, I just almost said my password. I'm gonna have to cut that out. I said my password out loud, just like the other day. Was that when we were drinking that I was saying my password out loud?
I think that was the time, yeah.
I think it was. Okay, so this is how it looks here. Oh yeah, mine looks cool. I'm gonna send it to you. Well, actually, I'll send it to you later. I'm not gonna send it to you right now because you're cooking. All right, so there's green. And then this one is blue. And yeah, for the blue, it really just looks like not pretty. I don't know.
Yeah,
But these other colors looked really pretty in here. Does yours look pretty too?
yeah, it's sort of like pastel colors almost.
Yeah, yeah. I really like the way it looks. It looks like summery
But I
in
find
there.
the blue against the green now, like it actually looks blue.
Yeah, it does. Mine does too. Yeah. Now, like when people see this, they're gonna be like, how did they not know which one was blue? Why were they confused? But I promise it was confusing. Like before it was against the like the light green, it was not, it did not look blue, like for sure. So there's that. And then I just have purple left. Well, this looks really pretty. Mine looks really super pretty. We should probably only post these when we're done, right?
Yeah, I would. And I'll
Okay.
remember to tag you this time.
What'd you say?
I'll remember to tag you this time.
Oh, thanks, Craig. That means so much to me, especially since like 95% of my posts are about you
Mhm.
and complimenting you and praising you. I wonder if people realize that you think of me as your best friend or not, or if they think I'm your best friend. Like
I
maybe they just think that like, oh, Craig doesn't even care about Callie. Callie just follows Craig around like a little puppy. You think?
I would hope not.
Don't listen to Craig
Purple.
ever, because Craig can't live without me at this point, no matter what he says. So if he says
Uh,
anything else, he's lying. What?
well, I was going to talk about the purple because
Oh
now
my
that
God, no, you're not gonna change the subject when I said that. You're not gonna change the subject when I say Craig can't live without me. Craig can't live without me, correct? Or again? Yes?
correct.
Okay, now you can talk about the purple. Go ahead.
Similar with the blue, like it actually looks purple as I'm pouring it on, whereas a bowl by itself, it looks like mushroom gravy.
Okay, yeah, I know. I'm gonna take a picture of mine. You need to send it. Yeah. The purple I'm not that impressed with. But
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, it doesn't look terrible, like in there as a like all together, it doesn't look terrible, but I wonder what yours looks like compared to mine. I want to see it. You
Well,
need to send me a picture. I'm
just
gonna put mine in chat so you can see it. Cause I'm curious, like mine even looks right or not looks terrible. It looks like I don't know what it looks like, but before I added the other two colors, it looked like sherbet, I think.
it did.
Yours
Now it
did
looks
too,
like
right?
sherbet with mushroom gravy on top.
Yeah, no, exactly. You were absolutely right. But that's what mine looks like now. Send me a picture of yours so I can see it because I'm curious how they look. I hopefully we weren't supposed to do anything else. Okay, and then it says place an oven and bake. Yes, sure. Oh, good. Then we have time to talk. That'll be fine.
Can you hear the TV that my mom has on?
No,
Oh,
but are
well,
you surprised I couldn't hear the mixer on high speed? So, I mean, I'm curious what we're using. Like, it's not like we have like some fancy setups. Like, I have a five fine mic and earbuds.
mhm.
Oh, did you see mine? So now yours looks like it's spread more than mine did. I think your colors look better.
Well, like your orange looks way more orange than mine. Your green is
Yeah.
greener than mine too. So we'll see.
Yeah, but yours, that looked like that pretty, but okay. I have some doubts about the way this is gonna turn out. Because yours is spread out, but you see like mine, do I need to tap it or something? Or like, should I just leave it?
You could probably just tap it around on the counter. But I'm
I'm
wondering
too,
if when it goes in the oven, if before it starts baking, the heat will kind of make it settle a bit.
yeah, I'm kind of nervous. All right, well, I guess I'll just leave it. I don't know. All right, so then we are gonna place it in the oven for 50 to 55 minutes. Okay, and I don't know about you, but I never bake things for as long as it says. Like, because if I bake it for that long, it's gonna turn out like dry, like terrible, awful.
Oh, okay. I don't think I have that problem with this oven. I'll check early, but I think it usually takes the whole time.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to check at, so this is 50 to 55 minutes, so I'm gonna check mine at 45 minutes. That's what I'm gonna check mine. So I'm putting mine in as 350. And I'm gonna set a timer. And then you can check yours whenever you want to check it. But yeah, I find that with cakes, if I do like the amount that they tell us that they tell you to do, like it just ends up drying it out. The same with cookies. Don't you find that like with cookie recipes, the same thing? Or you cook things
Um,
exactly the way it tells you?
I usually find it takes exactly what it tells me.
Oh,
But each oven is a little bit different, so maybe yours runs a little hot.
it's an Italian oven.
Yes.
My kids are being so quiet because they were bribed.
Oh, was it,
Yes.
was it an expensive bribe?
I have no idea. My husband handled it. I don't
Okay.
really know. My husband took care of it, so and then that's it. But I know he's happy too because they're also not bothering him. So it's kind of like it's a win all around right now that they're not bothering anybody. So whatever he paid was enough. I think one wanted one of them plays Genshin Impact a lot. I think she wanted like the BP, which is like just like a bonus. And
Mhm.
then the other one had some game on the Switch or something that she wanted. So, yes, bribing children. So whoever hears me say this, yes, we bribed our children to stay quiet today. And I do not regret it at all. I'm quite happy with my decision to bribe my children to be quiet. Okay, so on the way to the store, did you see anything interesting? Because I'll tell you what I saw. And it made me think
I
about
did
something
not.
we never talked about. You saw nothing interesting? Okay. Well, so we were driving and I saw roadkill on the street and it was absolutely disgusting, but it was like a family like of possums. There were like 4 or 5 of them all together, which was sad. Okay. Why don't look at me like that? It's not my I didn't run the damn possums over. It was gross and terrible. But like, what is that like instant like that reaction that like you look and then you're like, oh God, it's gross. And then you look away. But like you look, right? To
Oh
see
yeah, yeah. You look
but
away
like
and you look
why?
back.
But why? It's the same with like a car accident. Like I don't want to see somebody like bleeding out or like dismembered. But then like when the car accident occurs, like you like slow down and you're like looking over
Mhm.
to see what's happening, right?
Yeah.
I don't understand why we do that because I was so grossed out. I was so disgusted by it, honestly. But I know I have friends that do like that kind of stuff that think that like they love like gory movies and stuff like that. I'm not into that stuff. You?
I'm not into gory stuff. I have
Yeah.
learned to be okay with it. So I've seen a few gory movies that are quite gory, and I was able to watch it without turning away. Like for example, Crimes of the Future, which came out last year, which is a futuristic sci-fi movie where they do surgery for like entertainment purposes. Like people watch
Oh.
surgery being done.
Oh.
That was kind of gross, but I managed to watch that without looking away.
Oh, wow. But there was a big thing with that one doctor that was like the popping the pimples or something, the Dr.
Oh,
Pimple
I can't
Popper. And
watch
like
that.
I could not
No,
I could not. I had so many of my friends that were into that, and they would be like, "Oh my gosh, we're watching Dr. Pimple Popper," and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna die. I can't watch it." I can say that, right? I can mention a show name.
yep, I
Okay.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's like insanely popular and lots of people like that. It was not for me. I do not do icky stuff. So, hey, but you know what else we were talking about the other day that I thought was interesting?
Mhm.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Time out. Sometimes I forget when we're recording the podcast and we're just having a conversation. And we're actually recording the podcast right now, so I need to remember that. I forgot what the rest of the ingredients are for. Why do we have more ingredients?
Because you make a glaze. So you should have powdered sugar, milk, and vanilla.
Okay, but wait a minute though. See, this is the problem. A glaze is different than frosting. This looks
Yeah.
like frosting on this cake.
Hmm. I think I don't. I've never made a bundt cake, but it usually has a very sugary glaze, and so it sort of crystallizes to a whitish.
Yeah, 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 but
Yeah.
that doesn't look like this. This looks like white frosting. I'm gonna be really disappointed, okay? Because I love frosting. Frosting is my favorite part of cake.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at the picture now. That pretty clearly looks like frosting.
That looks like frosting. I thought we were making frosting. This says glaze. To make the glaze, place powdered sugar and milk into a bowl and stir it. This is going to be a thin, like clearish glaze. This is not white.
And I see
Okay.
in step number 13, you could, if desired, garnish with rainbow sprinkles, but that wasn't in the ingredient list. So I didn't buy it. I doubt my mom has sprinkles.
It was not. I do have sprinkles, but why would I want the sprinkles just on a glaze? I would want the
Right.
sprinkles on a frosting. Really disappointed now. Are you?
Uh, I'm happy to do what it says, but we could also switch to homemade frosting if we have the ingredients.
I wonder what we need. Here, let's look. I'm gonna look and see what we need to make a frosting because I'd rather have a frosting than a glaze. I don't know about you. Would you rather have a glaze, a thin glaze?
I'm cool either way. But there's different types of frostings. Like I don't think I have enough butter for a buttercream frosting, but they do have icing that I think is milk and powdered sugar and vanilla, which is similar to the glaze.
Okay, well, maybe it will. I just don't think it's gonna look like that. I think it's gonna be thin, like you said, like the kind that just goes on and it's just like a clear glaze, because that's different, no? I just got a text message that says, "Hey, I am Michael with something interviews. I'm conducting a survey on important issues. Would you like to participate?" Well, no, I would not like to participate, Michael.
What is your social security number?
Yeah, well, I probably should just send them the picture of my license or something and then just opt out. I think that's probably a good idea.
So
Let's
they
just do
have
that.
all your information, so if they come across it, they can recognize like, oh no, she does not want to be bothered. Let's leave her in peace.
Well, yeah, and then also if I send them like a copy of my debit card, maybe, then
Mhm.
maybe they'll really know it's me.
Yes.
I'll just send them the license and the debit card. Okay. So this one is, well, I already bought milk. This one has 1 cup of butter, 4 cups of powdered sugar, 3 to 4 tablespoons of milk, a teaspoon of vanilla. I do have that. Um, I don't know, Craig. Do you have a good recipe for frosting? I see the problem is I don't have a good homemade recipe for frosting, to be honest. I usually just
Uh,
bake whatever.
yeah, I usually just bake whatever's in the recipe that I'm working with, but
Yeah, but I want frosting. I'm sorry. I'm against this. I'm not making a glaze for this. It's not even gonna look as pretty. It'll be all thin and stuff. I need a better, this says, do you have someone you use on, well, here, let me just look through Pinterest and see. If you see one, I'll take one. Are you looking or are you just on Instagram scrolling?
I just Googled vanilla, easy vanilla frosting.
Mm-hmm. This is, that is not it. Swiss meringue. You know what? I don't know. What is meringue? I've never had meringue. What's a meringue?
It's egg whites that are they're usually baked, but it's you beat the egg whites so they get really, really stiff.
That's all it is?
Mhm.
Okay. I like when I'm looking on Pinterest for like frosting and it's showing me like workout videos like next to the frosting.
Mhm.
Like, calm down, Pinterest. I'm just looking for frosting. You don't have to make me feel bad about myself. Oh my
Finish
God.
this one, which is half a cup of butter at room temperature, 3 cups powdered sugar, quarter cup whole milk, one
Okay.
teaspoon pure vanilla extract.
Okay. Send me that. Put that one in our chat. Let me have that and I'll
And then
make
you just
that.
beat it till smooth.
Yeah. Do I need to use the beaters though? Because I didn't wash those. Is this a hand beater or is it a beater? Like a, ooh, I'll have to use the mixer.
You'd probably have to use the hand beaters, yeah, which I don't really want to wash either.
Me neither. So is there one? I don't want to wash it till we're done. Don't make me wash it right now.
But with the glaze, I think you just mix it with a spoon.
Okay, I know, but don't you want frosting? I don't want glaze. I feel like the glaze is gonna be so like I'm not no resist. I'm gonna mix this. Let me look at the recipe you just sent me and see. Okay. Oh, it's Giada. I love Giada. Let's see. Oh, it's only 4 stars though. Enough for 12 cupcakes. So let's see.
And that seems like a little much, but
Yeah, using an electric hand mixer. No, Giada, we do not want to use an electric hand mixer. I wonder if I can look it up that way. This is probably not very interesting for people to listen to. I could probably cut this out, no?
well, some
Best
people
time.
might.
Okay, we're gonna leave it in. Um, do you know what's so bad is that when I see messages that I have to respond to, I need to like take screenshots now because we do so much that I don't want to forget to respond to anything. So now I like take a screenshot. Like yesterday when um after I got done working, I had so much to do and I like because I can't do it during the day. So like I had so much to catch up on
Mhm.
afterwards. It was really and so I'm
So
just taking pictures now, screenshots.
I found a vanilla icing recipe that is basically the
Okay.
same as this glaze.
And what does it look like? Is it like thin? I bet.
I'll send it to you.
Ooh, I found different types of tacos. I want tacos. We're not making tacos right now.
So the icing recipe I'm sending you is similar, but it has the ratios are different. So the glaze in this little pony recipe, I think is thicker than the one in the link I just sent you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this one is icing. I see it. 1 cup of sugar, milk, vanilla. So it's the same thing. Yeah, so it's gonna look like, oh, okay.
But see, the recipe I sent you is 1 cup sugar with how much milk?
I don't know. It's
One
one
cup
cup of sugar,
sugar
two
with
to three tablespoons.
2 tablespoons, whereas this recipe here is 2 cups of sugar with 2 tablespoons milk. So this recipe is going to be thicker.
Hmm. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna have disappointed children for sure if it doesn't look like this. Because that's the problem. When you cook stuff like for kids and it doesn't look like the package, then you have like the kids will be like crying. Well, I'm gonna cry too, though, honestly, if it's like this. 'Cause I don't want it to be thin like that. All right, I'm gonna let you decide. Are we making the glaze or you want to make it frosting?
Uh,
I'm gonna let you decide. It's totally up to you.
oh geez.
I
I would
know, I know.
probably
Craig does not like making decisions. For anyone that is listening, Craig does not like making decisions. This is another reason that we get along so well because I just make the decisions.
I would probably stick with what the recipe says because even though that picture looks like frosting, I can't see them doing something completely different and saying, "Hey, your recipe makes this."
Okay. Well, let's see. Because that, and you could be right too. Ooh, this one, do we have to mix it? Do we have to use the things again too?
I
The
don't think so.
mixers? Oh, yeah, no, it says
It's a
stir.
stir.
Yay. Okay, good. Oh, I just found a really cool. Oh, never mind. You hate bananas.
Oh yes.
They were pan fried cinnamon bananas. I was like, oh man, I think I might want to make those. Mine doesn't. Your cake smells. I saw you moving your hands. Is it wafting? Smells nice. Or were
Oh
you
no.
hot? You were hot?
Yeah. But I can smell the
Oh,
cake. It smells good.
I can't smell my cake. Oh boy. I'm already in trouble because I can't smell my cake. Oh my gosh. Hey, but do you buy, I think we talked about this the other day when we were watching TikTok. Did you buy the same brands and the other stuff like vanilla and the powdered sugar and stuff? Do you have specific brands you use or do you use just whatever the store brand is?
I do store brand or whatever is cheapest if there's no store brand.
Yeah.
I actually didn't look if there's store brand pudding. I just bought Jello.
Yeah, I didn't see any store brand pudding. But I went to Target instead of going to the supermarket because Target had more stuff that obviously it was like I don't even know what the total was that I sent you, but I literally just went for the baking supplies and then when I got to the register, the whole cart was full and I was like, oh my God. I'm like, I'm gonna tell Craig, look at all this money that this baking stuff cost me. But that happens to me all the time. I feel like you're more organized when you go shopping though. Like you have like a goal.
Yeah. It's very like how men shop. Like, I need this one item. I'm going in for the one item.
Oh yeah, no, I do not. I do not do that. Like I go in for one thing and I leave with like 50 things, which is exactly what just happened. I
Mhm.
went in for one and I left with like 50. Um, you know what I think is funny too? Now that I just did that yesterday with my book, because with the cover launch, I think it's funny how many people don't realize that authors, like, sorry, you're gonna ignore my hair. This is one of the benefits of you being my best friend is that I don't care what I look like in front of you. Um, I think it's funny that people don't realize that authors, like whether new authors or old authors, like that we all have jobs. Like
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of people think that like being a writer is like a full-time job or something, and it's not a full-time job for most of us, right?
Mhm. Yeah, like I have a full-time day job outside of being an author and a
Yeah,
publisher. Yeah.
yeah, I know. And I think that that's, well, it's also kind of sad because it would be nice if we were getting paid to just write like all the time. Wouldn't that be
Yeah, I
fun?
wouldn't mind living the Jessica Fletcher lifestyle. Like, I get
Yeah.
paid to write and people die all around me and I solve murders. So maybe not that part, but she lives a very comfortable life.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, Murder She Wrote.
Okay. Like Angela Lansbury.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So she mystery writer and that was her full-time career and it seems like everywhere she goes, every week there's someone that's murdered near her. And she solves crimes. Like I could do without like being surrounded by murdered bodies, but she's flying all over the country, stuff like that.
Yeah, I did used to want to be like an investigator and then um I couldn't deal with this stuff. Like adult stuff I think I could kind of deal with, but like when it comes to kids, I can't deal with that stuff.
Mhm.
Like that being like part of the job, I couldn't deal with that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting because like when I was in high school, I wanted to do something like forensic science, and my
Mm-hmm.
grade 10 or 11 French teacher gave me a forensic science calendar that she happened to have. And like I was so grossed out by the blood on the different pictures, I'm like not going into it.
Yeah.
But then
No.
a couple years ago, I was on a jury for a murder trial. And
Yeah.
it made national headlines for the whole trial. It was
Mm-hmm.
pretty brutal. But I got through it just fine, even though, saw the murder weapon, saw graphic photos.
Oh yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, no, thank you. So is in Canada, do you have to do jury duty? Like, is that like the US?
Yeah, you have to. I mean, there are ways to get out of it if you have a reasonable excuse to get out of it, but I did not,
Yeah,
so I did it, and I'm glad I did. It was really interesting to see what trials are like from that perspective, rather than just what
yeah,
you see in the news.
yeah. I have gotten out of it every time. But
Mhm.
like, but it's not like because I don't want to. It's because like I am honest. So when they ask me the questions, like I can't lie. Like I
Mhm.
am very opinionated, right? And I do usually stand firm in my truths. But if somebody's a pretty good arguer, like I can be like pulled over to their side. So like a lot of times that's where I get lost when like I think the last time they said, does anyone here feel like their opinion could be easily swayed by someone with a stronger opinion? And I was like, So I remember standing up and saying that and I made a joke out of it because it's funny because I get so nervous in like courtrooms and stuff, even though like I'm like a law-abiding citizen, I get like so nervous in there. And I remember that I think I told you this story. I don't remember. So if I am, it's okay. You have to listen because I have to listen when you retell me stuff and pretend I didn't hear it too. Um, but my school resource officer from high school was actually in the courtroom and I saw him and I was like, I was super nervous and I just said, oh yeah, no, I said, I'm sorry, Your Honor, I'm a pushover. And he was like, okay, juror, whatever, you're dismissed. And like the resource officer like laughed because he thought that was funny. And I was like, I'm not joking. Like, though, I'm serious. Like I could easily be bullied probably like in a courtroom. Like at the publishing house, no. Like in a supermarket, no. Like there's just certain aspects of no, but like when I'm like in a courtroom, then I'm nervous. Like my personality like changes a little bit. Then I'm like, okay, whatever you say. I'll do whatever you say. I'll do whatever you want. You or no?
Yeah, well, like I'm not, I get swayed pretty easily anywhere.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
whole courtroom thing was interesting because I'm one of 12 people that is deciding, is this person going to be locked up for the rest of their life? Like
Yeah.
in the, I felt the evidence was pretty clear in that case, but let's say it's a case where the evidence wasn't super clear. That's a
Yeah.
pretty weighty decision. And then if you decide that, oh, there's not enough evidence to find them guilty,
Yeah.
what if they did do it? Now you've let them off for free. Whether or not
Yeah.
they did it, the victim's family is going to be like justice wasn't served because they
Yeah.
were pinned on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just find that I feel really bad for people too. Like, and like I take people's emotions on like so heavily. Like a lot of people are like, oh, you can't. It's the same with like when we talk about reviews, right? And we're like, oh, don't read the reviews, don't pay attention to the reviews, don't worry about it. That's going to be really hard for me because I really am like a people pleaser. So like, and it's the same with not, it's not the same with this when we're talking about like, did someone commit a crime or did someone not? But I'm thinking about like everyone involved, right? I'm thinking about the cops that showed up there that they had to see what they saw, the person who was affected, the person who did it. And then I'm like, I'll be thinking about those people forever. Like it just never goes away from me. I always like overanalyze and think about stuff forever. I don't know.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, like with the case I was in, like I'm mentally made my peace with it, but given the circumstances and the things we heard and the things we saw, I can see it haunting people for a while.
Yeah, yeah. Well, especially because like here I know like in the States, like if you're involved in a trial like that, it becomes like a spectacle. And
Mhm.
then like people are like they they're very upset either way, right? Because you have the people that even when somebody does something, they think that justice wasn't served. And then the people, you know what I mean? Like the two opposing sides are always
Yeah.
going at it. So I like to remove myself from that. I
Mhm.
would like to not be a part of that for sure. So I don't know. But anyway, I think that going back to what I was talking about writing and having the day jobs and doing other stuff, I think that it's important for people when we set ourselves up to become writers to just have realistic expectations, you know, because it's like it's having the fantasy of I'm going to sell this book. And some people do. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, some
Yeah.
people sell like one book and it's like they sell millions of copies and they're amazing and awesome and good for you. And that's great. But I'd be interested to know what the percentage of that is, like for us as
Yeah.
writers.
Yeah, so there was a court case, I think it was last year, where the big publishers in New York were forced to reveal their sales stats in court.
Yeah,
So it was
yeah.
made public. And if I'm remembering right, and I'm sure I have the numbers wrong, and someone can Google it to confirm, but it's something like 90% of 90% of books sell less than 20 copies.
Oh,
That's through like the big publishers. And so then I can't remember the stats after that, but it's like exceedingly rare that a book sells really, really well.
isn't that terrible though? Like that, but like as a writer, that makes me sad.
Mhm.
But you know what I mean? Like, because I want everyone to read the book, but at the same time, like, we say that it's not competitive, and it's not competitive from the sense of that, yeah, like you can buy as many books as you want or as you can afford, right? And you just add them to your TBR and they're there forever. but it is competitive from the aspect of what people are reading now and what they want to read right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then it becomes a competition, and that's where like I have like the one side of me that loves competition, but like what I find like when it comes to writing, I don't have that same for me, I'm like I'd rather just like push other people's stuff than mine. Does that make
Mhm.
sense? I don't know.
Yep.
I just
Yep.
it feels that way. I don't know.
Yep. Yeah. And also like there's a sort of a strategy as well in pushing other people's stuff. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. Because if you, for listeners, if you follow me on Twitter, under my Cameron D. James name, you'll see quite often that I'm retweeting other people. And I do it just because
Yeah.
I want to support other people.
Yeah.
But then you sort of become known as someone that's, I guess I would say like a team player. I don't like saying that because that implies people that don't do that are not a team player. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah, but I know what you mean though. I don't think that that makes them not team players. I think and it's also different like per platform. You know what I mean? Like we could be, I was looking yesterday at one person that we both follow, and they have a huge following on Twitter. Huge, huge. It's so big. Like okay, well, so big to me. It's not so big to other people. Okay. But like several thousand, which for an indie writer is a lot to have several thousand. Okay. So several thousand people, and that's on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. But then on Instagram, they have like 10 followers. And
mhm.
they're doing like the same amount of stuff they're doing on Twitter, but it's just like it's hard. It's hard to find like the right group to of people to get them to look at your stuff. It's all hard. And like for me, I find that I don't have the time to do it, like to do every single platform. So like I know like for you and I, we focus like primarily on Instagram. That's like where we are most of the time. But like for Twitter, it's just I don't know. I think my account probably looks much like yours, where we're just retweeting people's stuff most of the time.
Yeah, so I do have some automated Twitter software that I have to fix, but it will
Yeah.
tweet out my stuff regularly, but that's automated. I don't really put much personal time in it anymore. And I think that's largely because Twitter has changed in recent years with the recent change in ownership, what, 2 years ago? And
Hmm.
like a lot of the community aspect has disappeared. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't know if
I,
I don't know if I've found where it's moved to or if it's moved somewhere. Because you see it a little bit on Threads or Blue Sky or Instagram or TikTok, but not to the same degree that it ever was on Twitter.
yeah. And for me, it's different because like I just joined social media 4 months ago. So at the end of the day, it's like I don't have much to compare it to. I just know that I have I think double the followers on Instagram that I have on Twitter, but also like I don't know that anyone's even paying attention on Twitter to anything I say. So like, and Instagram is so weird. Oh my gosh, you know what I wanted to tell you? And if people know this already, again, like I said, I just joined social media 4 months ago. I don't understand the algorithm at all, like for Instagram or for Twitter. I do not understand it. And as someone that does have some marketing knowledge, I am completely confused with how it works because if I have like 400 and I don't even know how many followers, okay, 400 something followers. And then if I look at my stories, like are 400 people looking at my stories a day? No, like not even close. But then I post a reel that has like more than 1,000 views or more than this, more than that. Like, who the hell's like, how are they getting the reel? Like, and why aren't the people, do you know what I mean? Like, it's all so confusing. I don't
Yeah,
understand
yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's weird how certain things will just explode like you don't expect them to. And then certain things like, hey, I have 400 followers. How many people looked at my story? And it's like four or five.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think like I'm being honest and eh, I don't care. Everyone can make fun of me. It's fine. I don't mind. No, I do mind. Don't make fun of me. Um, but like I was looking today, just specifically because of the cover thing yesterday, and I was looking at how many people looked at the story. You're only talking about like 30 to 40 people looked at the story. And I'm like out of like 400 and whatever, right? And granted, I don't expect people to watch it all the way through, especially when it's a day like yesterday where I'm just like re-adding everything when people are sharing like the cover reveal. but I'm just like, I don't understand.
Mhm.
I don't get it. And like, who are the 1,000 people that viewed, well, the 1,000+ people or whatever that viewed the reel? Because they're not even like followers, or are they followers? I have no idea. And how did they get the reel? I don't know. Somebody needs to explain it to me because I want to use it effectively and I just don't. And then like, how often can we be like pushing the same stuff to the same people? You know what I mean? Like, how much am I supposed to, you understand what I'm saying, right? Social media for a
Yeah,
new author is like, it
I
is
mean,
very overwhelming. Like,
you can push it as much as you want, but there's then the balance is how much are people willing to receive it? Because there
yeah,
used to be this person on Twitter. I won't mention any names or any details because I don't
no,
want to. But
no.
they were using an automated Twitter software, much like I do.
Mhm.
But they were tweeting about their book every 10 to 15 minutes,
Oh my God, I would die.
4 hours a day, 10 to 15.
Mute,
Yeah.
mute.
And it was like the same 4 or 5 tweets over and over again, which I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But then if I follow you, like every second or third tweet is going to be from you, and it's the same thing over and over again. And so that was too much. And so I unfollowed that person.
Yeah. How do you get, when will I be, and I don't want to use, I guess it is maturity, maybe. I don't know, maybe it's social maturity. I'm not really sure. But like, when will I not care if people like my stuff? Does that come like eventually, or am I just always going to be this way? Because I know we laugh about it all the time. And I
Yep.
have you who likes all my stuff, which is great. And that should be enough for me. But like, I have old stuff on my Instagram account from when I first started that I think I want to just delete it because it looks so embarrassing. Cause like I tweeted like a, like I tweeted, yeah, I posted like a picture of the beach, right? But you were like my only follower. So it's like by Dylan James and that's it. Right. But I think maybe it's just part of the growth process, but I don't know how to get used to that. I don't know how to just post something and be like, it's okay if nobody likes it. Cause
Mhm.
I get embarrassed. I was talking to somebody else about that the other day and I was like, the second I post something, I have like a good hour where I'm like, should I just delete it or not? Do you do that anymore or not? You don't do it
I
anymore,
don't, but
probably.
I've been online as an author for about 11 years now. So it's been
Yeah.
quite a while.
Yeah.
And also between managing like a million accounts across different platforms
Yeah.
and also for like the publishing imprints, I just honestly don't have time. That's part of it. Um,
Yeah.
I did grow to a point where I don't care, but that
Yeah.
many years. But even now, like I do not care at all. But if someone would come up to me and say, you know, your Instagram is really shitty, like you're doing an awful job. This
I
post
would,
is shit.
oh my
Like
God.
that would hurt. It would still hurt. So like even
Okay.
though I'm past it, like those things still hurt when they happen.
Okay. Who's going to do that to you?
Well,
Okay.
hopefully no one, but
No one, no
yeah.
one, because I have literally said 5 million times that I will die on a hill wearing cement shoes, protecting Craig, and I mean it. So if anyone comes for Craig, then you're coming for Cali first, okay? Because no one is going to hurt your feelings. And if anyone hurts your feelings, then I will be really upset. That's probably all I can do. Because I can't really do anything else about it. But they will get some strong Italian sass. That's
Mhm.
what they will get. For
Good.
sure. Some strong bestie sass, that's for sure. But yeah, I don't know. I'd like to be to a point where I don't care about it, but I'm not there yet. I really am not. And I try really hard with the people that follow me to like, to like the stories and to be like very supportive and interactive, but it is a lot, so I certainly don't fault anyone when they don't, when they don't do it back. I have um one person that I talked to, and I won't mention names either, but they're like, I mean, they have, I don't even know, like maybe, I don't know, lots of followers. Okay. And not lots like to Cali, like lots to like everyone. Okay. And they were like apologizing because they didn't see like a message that I sent like 2 weeks ago. And I was like, are you serious? I have 400 followers. Sometimes I don't even see this stuff for like, somebody asked me, somebody was super nice and wanted to be on my ARC team. And I didn't even see that for
Mhm.
like, I don't know. I think it was like a month or two ago. It's been sitting, but you know how like Instagram has that little request thing where someone that you don't know, I didn't see that sitting there because it didn't, like, it wasn't bold enough. So I felt bad. But I mean, like, when this person was apologizing for missing my message, I'm like, are you serious? Like, you don't have to apologize. I can't even imagine what that looks like because you've seen my messages. Like, when we look at mine, I'm overwhelmed by like scrolling through all the conversations. So can you imagine somebody that has like freaking 30,000 followers? Like, how do you even find a message? How would you even do it, Craig? I don't even know. Okay, I'm gonna check my cake, by the way, because my timer is about to go off for me. And,
That
oh
really,
yeah, look, and see, and mine's coming out. I'm taking mine out. Mine's done. And the top of mine almost looks brown, actually. Does yours look brown?
one sec.
See,
I
look,
don't
this
mind
was
it like that.
10 minutes before the time. 10 minutes or 15 minutes before. I did 45 and it says 50, so 10 minutes early. And this thing is definitely done. Yeah, like
I think I
definitely
need
done.
more time.
You do?
Yeah, it felt a little like liquidy when I put not much.
Oh my gosh. But see,
Like,
that's not just the oven, that's also the different type of pan too.
yeah. Yeah, like the toothpick came out clean, but it didn't feel solid enough going in. So I'm just gonna give it the full 50 or 55 minutes, whatever it was, the shorter end.
Yeah, mine looks like, I don't even know. This looks brown. It looks, and that's funny, like yours is not cooked and mine looks, I'm gonna send you a picture of mine. Yeah, mine's definitely done. Share to you. All right, there we go. What does the top of yours look like? Is it brown like mine, I wonder, or no?
A little bit, not as much as yours.
I wonder if I'm gonna pop this out, I think, and put it on a cooling rack, because I'm afraid
I
that it's
think it's
gonna,
good wait.
what does it say? Remove from oven, allow to
Step
cool in
nine
a
is
pan.
step 9 says set the whole thing on a wire rack for 10 to 15 minutes, and then step 10 is you take it out of the pan.
Okay, but it's in this pan and it's gonna keep cooking. You know what I mean? Like, I'm already like, okay, forget it. It's okay. We'll just leave it in.
Do what you want.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
not gonna stop you.
no. No, because then it might fall apart. And then I'm gonna have nothing to show anybody and it's gonna look really stupid when Callie's like put apart. But I can't believe that yours is liquidy and mine is like that.
But I wouldn't say liquidy, maybe I used the wrong word, but it felt
Yeah.
not cooked enough. But
Okay.
if it falls apart, then you make rainbow cake pops. Because you
Yeah.
basically just squeeze cake crumbs into a ball and put on a stick and dip it in icing.
I've never made cake pops before. Have you made them or are you just telling me something you've
Oh,
never
I've made
tried?
them once, yeah.
How'd they turn out? Pretty good?
I think so. That was like 2007.
Oh my
So
God.
that was quite a while ago.
Hey, look what I got from the store, by the way. This is cold foam creamer.
Mm.
I've never had
It
cold foam.
makes like,
Wasn't it?
okay.
Didn't you tell me that you were the one that had a cold foam or something? Wasn't that you? I don't talk to that many people. So was it you that said it was cold foam at one point? You know what? It was the guy at Starbucks.
Okay.
We were in the drive-through and we have one guy at the drive-through who's so nice. Like I love tipping him because he really like puts the extra effort in like at the window. Like he'll
Mhm.
ask us about our day and then he was like, "Oh, next time." That's what it was. It was because we had the caramel macchiatos and he was like, "Next time try that with cold foam." He's like, "The cold foam makes such a difference." So when I saw this, it says cold foam creamer. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it. So it says foam topper and creamer, which how can it be both though, Craig? Because if it's on the top, I'm gonna have to mix it, right?
Mhm.
Otherwise the coffee's gonna be like black coffee with nothing. I won't like that. So I don't know, but I don't know what it is with me, but I really want to open this and just put it in my mouth. Like whipped cream. Do
Yeah,
you do that
sure.
with the whipped cream? Like, I want to try. No, I'm not going to do it. I want to try it though. I'm so curious what it's going to be like. What if it's terrible?
Well,
I'm
hopefully
gonna put
not.
it.
It's probably just like dairy.
I know, but I really don't have that much dairy to be honest. I think we talked about this before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because like I don't even the milk. Like I had to specifically buy the milk. Hold on, let's see. No, it's not like whipped creamy. It's like it looks like foam. It doesn't look good. I thought it would be like whipped cream, like
Mhm.
You know what I mean? No, but it tasted good. I bet there's like 1,000,000 grams of sugar in it though. Oh no, only 3 grams. That's not terrible.
Oh yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah. Huh. Must be a lot of fake stuff in it, probably. It's it's all like the fake sugar is in there. All right, so this goes off. Okay, so both of our cakes are out of the oven, and Craig's looks better than mine, and no one was surprised, especially not Callie.
But we have to wait till we cut it open because that's where the real magic is. That's where the colors are.
Well, you're not wrong about that. Okay, so we're settled on making the glaze. We're not going to make the frosting. So I don't know that we can do that all then. I'm gonna have to, I don't
We
know,
could
like,
make the glaze now, but my fear is that it might harden by the time we need to use it.
does glaze harden if it sits?
It can, I think, because it's mostly sugar, so it would crystallize.
So it says to place a powdered sugar in the milk in a bowl and stir it well, let's ask mom. Mom, do you think if we make this glaze ahead of time that it's gonna harden?
It's
Like if
sugar.
we let it sit?
You know what? I think you should ask Craig how much baking I do.
Oh, not a lot.
Zero.
Zero? Oh, okay.
I
So
would
we'll
put-
just guess.
I think we're doing the glaze.
Okay. I'll leave you guys to it.
Bye. What did you
Unless
say?
you wanted to switch to frosting.
She does?
Well, she would, but do you want to switch to frosting?
Well, of course I want to switch to frosting. I told you I wanted to switch to frosting, but now we didn't let the stuff sit out. And we need room temperature, I think, butter.
Yeah, that's the one problem.
And well, no, there's two problems because the one problem is that we need the butter, and the two problem is that neither of us want to wash the beaters right now.
Oh, right. Yes, there's that too.
That was the two problems. So that was why I went the glaze. But this is gonna suck if it's just glaze. Come on, Craig, let's make the frosting. The
Right, let's
frosting
make
is
the
gonna be
frosting.
better. The frosting is gonna be better. But I don't know. Let me do this really quick. Let me see. Where was the fast one? Is there a super fast one that doesn't like maybe there's one that doesn't need it to be here? Non-room temperature. I bet well that wouldn't make sense. How the hell would it?
What about butter-free frosting?
Ugh. Butter-free frosting. Let me see. Butter-free vanilla buttercream. How the hell is that possible? Would someone like to tell me? Oh, I don't have coconut oil just on hand. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm back now. My mom was saying, what if I just like put the butter in the microwave to make it more room temperature? So like I could do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done that before. It's just really hard. So you just have to be careful you don't like melt it all the way, you know? What I usually do is sometimes I'll put it on defrost
Mhm.
and then it doesn't like make it hot. So we can try that, but we would need a fast one. 1 bowl and 4 ingredients: powdered sugar, salt, vanilla, two sticks of butter. Oh, dang. 2 sticks is a lot of butter. You have 2 sticks? You only have 1, right? We're working with 1?
We have 2 sticks, but I might divide that recipe in half. That sounds like it makes a lot.
So this one says, yeah, let's cut this recipe in half. Okay. And has it been 10 minutes? Can I tap this thing out yet or what?
Yeah, I think we can.
Man, my pan is so hot because it's this aluminum.
Yeah. I'm gonna
It
put
says-
a thingy down. Tap it on that.
Well, oh, probably I should have done that.
Your
I'm
countertop.
just hitting it into the granite. Tell me your cake just popped right out, I bet.
Yeah.
Oh, mine did too. Hold on. Okay, so there we go. Mine came right out, like just totally out. But it's so brown. Why is it so brown? Oh my God, it's so brown. And also like, yeah, it's like, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain what I'm looking at. I just know it doesn't look right. Okay, I don't know, like fondle it too much because I'm afraid it's gonna like fall apart. What does yours look like? Let me see it. What the hell? Mine has like a. I can't take a picture, I can't explain it, but like, it's like there's like an umbrella and then there's like underneath of it. Like it's not. How can I show you? Here. Okay, I think I can take it like this so you can see what I'm saying. So like, hold on, how can I show you? Here, like that. Okay, this will show you. Okay, hold on. So there's that. I don't know, man, mine is real brown. Cameron D. James sends an image. Let's see. Perfect cake. Oh, okay. Well, yours looks like kind of ish brownish like mine. Oh, wait, I think yours might have the same thing I'm talking about. Is there like a ridge?
Oh, yeah, because of the shape of the pan. Is that what you mean?
I'm gonna show you. I just sent you a picture.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's the same?
Yeah, I think so.
It's like whoop. That makes sense. Whoop.
You're talking about how,
Yeah. Yeah. Like that.
I think it's
Why is
probably
it?
because this part was against the pan and this part that's lighter underneath was probably not against the pan.
Okay. Why does the part underneath look better than the part on top? I have no idea. I can't understand why that part looks that way. Okay. So you tell me what you want to do. We need to, mine's allowed to cool on a wire rack. Why would I let the pan cool on a wire rack? Why would I put the pan on a wire rack? I would put the cake on a wire rack to let the pan. Do you? You understand?
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah. Normally I put the cake on a wire rack.
Okay. Are we making this frosting? Is that what we're doing?
I think so. But we're cutting
Okay.
it in half because it's too much frosting.
Okay, so I need 1 stick of butter and what else? Cause I'm in my fridge and it's unsalted butter, right? Did it say unsalted?
I hope so, because that's all I have.
Okay, I'm sure it
Unsalted.
is. Unsalted, I just need 1 stick, right?
Yeah.
Well, actually, if you take your sticks and you kind of like put them near your pan, and your pan's probably pretty hot, you maybe could just like cover it around there and see if they melt a little bit. I know there's like a trick where, you can like kind of like grate the butter. I've seen that before, that instead of that, you can like grate the butter into the pan, but I mean, into the bowl, but I've tried that and I don't think it worked that great. And then I also tried, one time, I thought I was being super smart and, I read that if you take the stick of butter, you get a glass, like a mason jar, and you put really hot water in it, put it in the microwave, and then you take it out and you dump the water out, and then you just cover the stick of butter with the hot glass, like on a plate. It's supposed to make it, but that didn't work for me either, so. I don't know what the purpose of me telling you that was, but it was a what not to do.
Yeah. So
That's
I'm
what it was.
cutting it up so that it hopefully thaws a bit more evenly in the microwave.
Oh, I have the little half sticks. I have these little things.
Oh, neat. Okay. I've
Yeah,
never
they're
seen-
cute. Yeah, they're cute, right? I don't know why I think little butter sticks are cute. We better not let that guy that eats all the food, Sam. He'd probably just take this whole one. He wouldn't even have to bite into it, just put the whole thing in his mouth. Okay. The problem is, Craig, we do this, we're committed to rinsing the beaters off at least.
Oh, I lick my beaters. I need to actually wash them.
Yes, you do.
Then I get to lick beaters that are covered in frosting. So there is a reward at the end.
Oh man, I'm so happy that so many people like my cover. A little comment just popped up on my thing. That's so nice. Nice when people say nice stuff to us. Okay, my beaters are clean. I don't know about you.
Okay, mine are clean too. And the butter some of it is
No.
soft and some of it is not. Getting a little long.
My butter is not good. So what I thought was gonna work did not work. So mine is gonna go in on the frost. And see how that goes. I think so. And now I don't know if this bowl is big enough, to be honest. How much powdered sugar were we doing? Because we're cutting this in half, right?
Yeah,
What the
so
hell is-
8 ounces. So about
Well,
Just-
8 ounces is a cup, right?
the
And we're cutting that in half?
Yeah.
Or 8 ounces is what we need.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, what? Yeah, wait, yeah.
Wait, no, because it says in light there about 3.5 to 4 cups. So if we're cutting it in half, we want about 2 cups. So that
Okay,
16 ounces must be by weight, not by volume.
all right. So you said I need 2 cups, yes?
Oh, yeah, but actually it looks like we cream the butter first, so don't put the sugar in yet.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, my butter's good. My butter's soft. It's a little melty. I'm letting you guide us through this because I don't have the recipe pulled up. So I did the cake, so you can guide us through this.
Okay.
All right.
You put the butter in the bowl and then you cream it with the hand mixer until pale yellow, about 4 to 5 minutes.
After the sugar, after the butter, what am I supposed to do?
Oh, 2 cups of powdered sugar.
Do I put it all in at once or is it a little at a time?
All in at once.
Wow. I disagree with this method.
Oh, yikes.
What?
I accidentally got icing all over or butter all over the measuring cup, so now I can't stick it back in the sugar to get a second.
No, no, you can't. All right, so yeah, I'm not gonna put them both in at one time. I'm gonna put one in and mix a little and then do another one, because that just seems crazy.
And then you also add the vanilla at this stage. So,
Okay, how much vanilla are we using?
1 teaspoon. I don't normally measure vanilla, I just go to eyeball it.
So I'm gonna put one more cup in, and then it was how much vanilla? Sorry. 1 teaspoon or 2?
1
You said
teaspoon.
you said you eyeball it, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna-
eyeball it.
I'm afraid for that. My God, there's so much freaking sugar in my kitchen now. It's all over my computer. My laptop is covered in sugar. Which is great. Because where I live, the ants will be like super happy about that. And I do not have a problem with ants in my house, but they'll be really happy to know that this sugar exists, and then they might come
Yeah.
pay me a little visit, which will be really great. All right, 1 teaspoon. Is there anything else that goes in here? Or this is it?
After it gets crumbly, you're supposed to then mix it on high until it gets creamy, but I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. It looks so dry. And then you like add milk as you need. Yeah, I'm just gonna add milk already because this is clearly not gonna come together.
Like, I'm gonna just like mush it around with a fork and see if I can like kind of.
Okay, I put in like a tiny bit of milk and now it's really coming together.
It's like, it's making more of a frosting consistency now that I'm using my fork, like mushing it around. But so do I actually need the milk or I don't? Oh no, mine looks good. Now it looks like real frosting.
Yeah,
Oh shit, it's
I
kind of
need a
hard to
little bit
mix
milk, but
though.
you might not need.
This doesn't look like a lot of frosting though.
I agree, but I think if we would put this together, it'd be like, oh, a can of frosting.
It doesn't taste good. It tastes like nothing.
You can add a bit of more vanilla.
Yeah, I'm gonna, because
I'm gonna do that.
it doesn't taste sweet. Right?
Yeah, it doesn't taste overly sweet, but I would say it is sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we are. Okay, I just put vanilla in and I, but like, to be totally honest, I think I put way too much vanilla in. So I should not have done that. I don't know. It doesn't look, I think I probably put too much vanilla in, but that's okay. No big deal, but it's really creamy now even without the, like even just hand mixing it and not using the mixer. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, it looks like frosting, whether does yours taste better now or no?
Yep. It's still kind of lumpy, but I'm gonna mix it a little longer, but I'm happy
Okay,
with it.
mine tastes good, but mine is really, Craig, mine is super, like, this is like really good looking frosting. I'm gonna send you a picture. How's yours?
Good.
Good? All right. So there's mine. And my cake is cold. I don't know about yours.
It's like lukewarm, a little warmer than
Okay.
lukewarm. Like we could frost it now. The risk is that the frosting might melt a bit. And if you like really spread it, the cake might come apart a little bit, but I'm comfortable risking it if you want,
Yeah, we could do
so that
it.
we can finish this all off on the episode.
Yeah, I'll frost it and then.
All right, here we go.
I,
I'll frost it too.
I'm just debating whether I add the sprinkles or not.
I can't imagine them not wanting sprinkles.
No, I can't imagine it either, but I wanted to ask. Just to be nice. Okay, so here's the problem. That's okay. Whatever it looks like is what it looks like. I think I have enough to make this go around. And like barely though. But what's funny is because that recipe sounded like it was so much.
Mhm.
And I guess it really wasn't that much. Oh my God. This poor rainbow cake. And it is a little warm in some spots.
It is, yeah, like the icing and frosting is melting in a few spots.
Yeah, only in like some spots it's okay, but other spots it's like, in the center, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I put a little in, and it's kind
Okay.
of in the center. There's a little pool of melted frosting.
All right, hold on. This is so embarrassing. And the sprinkles are going all over the place.
Like you just have to put so many sprinkles on that it covers up anything you're uncomfortable about, and it'll be fantastic.
Sure, it looks fantastic, said no one. And so we'll say no one, to be honest. Okay, so there's the cake. Let me take a little picture of this disaster. That is my cake. I'm sending it over. Don't laugh at me. Not right to my face, at least. Laugh later. Cameron D. James. There you go. Oh wait, where's yours?
Oh, that looks
there.
good.
Why does yours look like that? It's so good. No. Oh my God, yours looks so better.
No, I like yours.
It is what it is. It is what it is, man. All right, but this is the real test.
Yes.
Okay. Let me get a little plate out. I'm actually very impressed that we did this in this amount of time, by the way.
Yeah, me too. I thought this would be like all day.
I know. If I didn't have kids, I would have made it take all day, just so you know. But that's why I normally record the podcast at night. Are you cutting it?
I am.
Okay. No, it's terrible. Oh my God, Craig, this is it's terrible. Wait, okay. Full stop. Where are the colors? Oh my God. Okay, wait a minute. I'm gonna cut into one other spot, okay? Because this feels like not an accurate representation of what this cake should look like. Okay? How was yours looking? Does it look good?
Not as vibrant as I would have thought. Um,
Poor
and
Callie.
I just see blue, yellow, and red.
Poor Callie.
Oh, just in that section, because I see in the like part that waiting to be cut, like I can see the purple a lot more there.
Okay, well, mine is not. Mine is not, but I was fully expecting to do. Oh my God, yours is so pretty. Oh God, okay. I want to put a filter on it so bad. All right, hold on. This is so bad. Why? Okay. It is what it is. Cali fail all around. I wonder if I could take a better picture than this. Because this is not, but it actually seems like it would be really good. Look at yours. It's so pretty.
I like that. Yours has almost like a rainbow effect though, like they arc around each other.
No, yours is like the way it's supposed to look. Mine looks like not. I wonder why. I wonder if it was just the way that when we put them in, the way they laid in there.
It could be, because like just looking between the two slices that I cut, the colors do look a little bit different. So you probably
I'm
find
gonna
it
cut
different as you
into
go through
it.
the
Yeah,
cake.
I'm gonna cut into another spot and see. Oh, actually, it's even worse the deeper I go. That was really fun, Craig.
Hey, Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I haven't baked a cake in a long time.
Yeah, and we even made our own frosting. And for listeners at home, we had to cut the audio there at the end of our project because we just started eating our cake and we thought we'd spare your ears.
Yeah, all that mumbling with the mouth full, and yeah, it was not pleasant.
It was,
It was not pleasant for listeners. It was so pleasant for us.
oh my God, that cake was the best cake ever. And honestly, like it was so moist and so good. I think it's like we said that the sour cream must have done it because it was delicious.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm pretty sure it's a sour cream because there's a batch of cookies I make that has sour cream, and they're pretty moist too.
Yeah. The only thing I'm wondering is why the colors didn't come out as well as they were supposed to come out.
Yeah, so if we do it again, I would probably do like 3 times the amount of food coloring because two
Yeah.
drops was not anywhere near enough.
No, it wasn't. But we need to save this frosting recipe too because that frosting was really good. And we added more
It was
vanilla
really
though,
good.
both of us. Yeah, we did add
Yeah,
more vanilla to
and
it.
really easy to make. Like it was so
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah, I think we made the frosting in like 3 minutes. I feel like that was like
Hmm.
super fast. Yeah. So anyway, we hope you enjoyed this episode and we will see you guys back in 2 weeks. And
Yeah, and then I think I need to finish off with the thought of the day. Is that right? Yeah,
yeah.
God, I didn't come up with something, so I better come up with something on the spot. I think the thought of the day is sometimes us as writers, publishers, anybody in the book industry, we tend to work ourselves very long hours. So this is your perfect excuse to go take some time off and bake a cake with your bestie.
Yes. Bake with your bestie. Totally support. So thank you. Oh, and socials. Yeah.
Yes, you can find us at Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Threads, all at Cali Craig Talk, CaliCraigTalk.
All right, that's it. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Adios.
Bye.
See you later.
Okay, bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. Bye for real this time. Bye.